Nigeria is not a democracy. On paper, yes, but in practice, no. Looking at the playbook definition of democracy, which consists of three factors: political freedom, equality, and credible electoral processes. These factors are found to be null and void within the Nigerian polity. Why do I say so? The ruling party employed the use of thugs to bully opposition during electoral campaigns and ballot polls. This in itself discredits any iota of political freedom. Second of all, the issue of equality is a farce because of cases of allegations of corruption against public executive. Case in point, President Bola Tinubu's narcotic drug allegations stemming from the 1993 United States civil forfeiture case, including the forfeiture of $500,000 and the Freedom of Information Act disclosure. And former governor of Kogi State, Yaya Bello's Economic and Financial Crime Commission's allegation of embezzlement and money laundering to the tune of 192 billion naira, which is still currently on question. Now, these individuals, if be in China, will have been sentenced to life jail or execution. So there is no issue of deliberating over equality in Nigerian polity. Then thirdly, the issue of credible electoral processes is also to be discredited because what we have in Nigeria is ballot rigging, which proves selection rather than any form of election. Objective assessment of the civil landscape in Nigeria refutes any claim of practical democracy as fact. Rather, fascism is apparently the status quo in Nigeria. Now, what is fascism? Fascism is a right-wing, authoritarian, nationalist ideology characterized by a centralized totalitarian form of governance, regimentation of the society and economy, and the repression of criticism and opposition. Now, this is the perfect recipe for the disaster called dystopia. The Nigerian dystopia is a miserable, dysfunctional state of society characterized by poor standard of living and severe censorship and oppression based on political failure of iconic rule, mirroring the internal disorder of delegated authorities, obsessive abuse of power, reinforcement of ego, material illusion, and sense gratification, ideals that knows no bounds.